STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. During your freshman year of STEM, you will take either Algebra 1 with Miss Smith or Algebra 2 with Mrs. Logan. Depending on the pathway that you have chosen, you will take either Physics or Physical Science as your science portion of STEM. Both classes are taught by Mrs. Hildebrand. Your first major project in STEM will be building a car that runs on nothing but a single mousetrap. The cars will then compete for the fastest and farthest distance traveled in the class. During the egg drop project, you will be given a set list of supplies. Using these supplies, you must build a container to safely hold an egg while it is in free fall and upon hitting the ground. During the MDOT bridge competition, you will be tasked with designing and building a bridge, which you will then take to a state competition in Grand Rapids to compete against teams from across the state of Michigan. Your final STEM project as a freshman is to build an electric house. You will need to build a house with working lights and a doorbell. You will also show how each circuit works and how much electricity is being used.
In your sophomore year of STEM, you will take biology with Mrs. Radesky and geometry with Mrs. Baldwin.
In STEM biology, you get to use technologies not available to normal classes, such as digital microscopes. In the LEGO Sumo Wrestling unit, you build an NXT robot to fight with others in your class.
During the RoboRoach project, you will perform surgery on a cockroach and influence its movements through a Bluetooth app.
Your final project of sophomore year is the STEM promotional video. In this project, you will make a 4 to 6 minute video promoting the STEM program.
Why would you recommend the STEM program for anyone interested?
I'd recommend the STEM program because you get to collaborate with your peers and be challenged on a daily basis.
I think STEM's a great place to learn engineering and different types of fields that require math and science.
I would recommend STEM for the reason that STEM is a little family within the big school. We all bond, we hang out together, and we just form a really close niche of friends.
Being in STEM allows them to work in groups and do projects where a regular classroom would not allow that. It also provides a lot of technology and engineering that the regular classes don't do as well.
STEM is a great opportunity for kids to develop their interpersonal skills, to work with other people, to learn to be creative, to have an opportunity to communicate.
In your junior year of STEM, you will be taking STEM chemistry with Mrs. Maroli. In the 3D printing unit, you will learn how to use Fusion 360 and make a model and print it on the 3D printer. In the drone unit, you will become familiar with the components of the drone, FAA regulations, and you will learn how to fly the drones. In your final unit of STEM, you will make a digital portfolio, which consists of all your pictures and lab papers throughout your STEM career.
What is Senior Capstone?
Senior Capstone is a one-semester class that students who have been in STEM for the last 3 years can take. They will be allowed to do one large project or several small projects, and they get to pick their project. They can do electrical engineering, robotics, an environmental project, whatever their passions are, whatever they're going to be going to college for, they actually get started on it.
What has been your favorite project in STEM?
My favorite project has been the bridge building. It was really nice to see the students work together and progress through the process and have a good final result.
I've enjoyed the bridge competition. I think you learn a lot about how to do presentations, how to do proposals, how to build the bridge, how to design the bridge. So there's just so much learning that came with this.
My favorite project as a teacher is the bridge. And the reason I like the bridge is, number one, it's a real life experience for students. They have to write a professional proposal, give a professional presentations in front of engineers. I know it's a lot of work for the students, but it's definitely worth the life experience they get.
My favorite project in STEM is the Robo-Roach experiment because students can control a roach by using their phones and the Bluetooth technology.
My favorite project in STEM is probably the electric house. The kids really like to take the electric house. It's the end of the years. They enjoy it. It allows them to be creative. Some of the kids architecturally get really into it. Some of the kids get really into the electrical part. It's a fun project to close the year.
My favorite project was freshman year, the egg drop, because our design worked and our egg didn't crack.
My favorite project was probably the 3D printing because my project turned out